My name's Laura, and this is my husband Daniel, and we have 4 children. Emily and Allison are 16; they're twins, and Joy and Jonathan are 9, and they're also twins. Joy and Jonathan were adopted when they were about 18 months old, and we wanted that's something that has made a big impression on our lives and sanctified us and grown us a lot. We've learned a lot from this process, and we want to share our story.
Yeah, so for us, even before we knew each other, we both had the idea of wanting to adopt one day. You know, both of us growing up in Christian homes and really having a pro-life mindset. We had both had the conviction that it wasn't enough just to say, you know, to be against abortion, but also that we needed to do something positive for mothers who couldn't take care of their children. And so we wanted to be adoptive parents so that we could say, hey, you know, there are other ways you can respond to the crisis in your life besides you know, abortion.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that actually, like you said, we'd always kind of had this on our mind. We were always open and thought we'd like to do this someday. But what really started the actual let's do this was actually when Stephen Curtis Chapman and his wife lost their daughter.
Who was adopted
from China, and they lost her in a tragic accident, and that really is what brought the idea back to us, and we started talking about adoption more, and so we were starting to pursue it, and the Lord closed the door on it in that season of our life, and so we set it aside, and we had to figure other things out in our lives. And then you want to share?
Yeah, so we had moved, and we were in a new state, and Emily and Allison were, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 at the time. And then in our church I was serving in on staff, the senior pastor preached a sermon about putting your yes on the table. And that means just whatever, already before you know what God wants to ask you to do, that you have already said that you're going to do it. Your obedience is ready, and so the yes is there. You're just waiting for God to ask the question. And so that sermon led us then to rethink adoption again.
Mm-hmm.